yes, I had concerns, but on the other hand, we had Cherica Adams, and she was the strongest witness for herself to her own murder.
911, Baker, you need police, fire, or medic?
Police, I've been shot. I'm 8 months pregnant.
Okay, ma'am, you're 8 months pregnant. You've been shot. You're at Wessex Square.
That was probably the largest piece of evidence in the entire trial, and they pulled it out on day one, minute one.
It just showed the courage and the strength of this young woman and her character, that she was fighting to hold on to life long enough to tell somebody what had happened and who had done it, and to try to save her baby.
Yeah, I don't have any doubt that that was the most important evidence. And I have no doubt that whatever Cherica said was her honest impression at the time.
Ma'am, can you give me any information about what kind of car it was?
No.
Where's your husband at?
I don't have one.
Or your boyfriend, the one you said that was with you? Where's he
He was
at?
in the car in front of me, and he slowed down, and somebody pulled up beside me and did this.
And then where'd he go?
He just left.
Okay, all right, what's his name?
Rae Carruth, he played for the Panthers.
Okay, what's his name?
Rae Carruth.
Rae
Number
Carruth.
89.
The part that she said, I think she said number 89 or number 88 or whatever number he was. I'm having his baby. He stopped in front of me and they started shooting. I don't remember all the exact words, but something to that effect. And I was kind of thinking to myself, would I have the wherewithal to come up with that stuff if I'd been just been shot? How you couldn't help but believe her seemed almost impossible to me.
You know, I have never believed that he hired Van Brett Watkins or Michael Kennedy to harm Cherica in any way. And the evidence at the trial was that neither of them got paid anything or received anything for doing this. And indeed, there was no, quote, planning for this until the very day that it all happened. And that's just not how a murder for hire takes place. I mean, they even had to go and get a gun that day. So the whole thing just didn't make sense to me.
My impression of David was that he came up with an alternate set of possibilities that were never backed up by anything in the testimony that I ever heard.
As we got more into the trial and as we got into deliberations, we kept going back to that 911 call. And we just, couldn't wrap our hands around why would she say some of the things she said at this moment if they weren't true. That was probably 90% of why I voted the way I voted.